Hi, I'm Brienne from OnlineFabricStore. Over the past few years, I've been seeing lots of birthday crowns on social media, particularly for children's birthday parties. Often handmade, these are a thoughtful keepsake to make for the kids in your life. Today I'm giving you my version, so follow along. I designed this pattern to be adjustable in size with ribbon ties in the back. Based on average head size, it should fit children starting at their first birthday, but make sure to measure if you want to be certain. Start by cutting out your pattern. Our supplied pattern can be printed out on 8.5 by 11 inch paper and used to cut your fabric on the fold. I like to cut my interfacing first, iron it on the flannel, and then cut around it for a nice clean edge. Place the crown pieces together with right sides facing each other. Make sure the interfacing is on the outside. Cut 2 equal size lengths of ribbon. I do about this much. Fold the ribbon into a manageable size. In between the layers of flannel, you are going to sandwich your ribbon and pin into place. Sew around the perimeter of your crown with a narrow seam allowance. Leave a small gap to turn the fabric at the bottom. I leave about 2 inches. At each point of the crown, lift your foot and pivot while the needle is inserted into the fabric. This makes a sharp, clean point. Trim the corners and the seams, but not at the bottom opening. Turn your crown right side out. I like to do one side and then the other. You can even use your ribbon to help pull. You may need to use a tool to get your points nice and sharp. Fold the edges of the opening to the inside and iron flat. I use an invisible stitch to finish it off. For full instructions on using the invisible or ladder stitch, see our video linked below. Press your crown to make it nice and smooth. Now it's time to decorate. It's best not to use chalk or marker on flannel, as removing the markings can sometimes cause pilling. I'm doing so here for demonstration purposes. Put a contrasting thread in your machine. Set your sewing machine to a zigzag with a length of 1 and a width of 3. Hold your fabric firmly and embroider the number you'd like on your crown. Numbers with straight lines like 1 and 4 are easiest, but you can do any number with a little bit of practice. I like to leave my thread ends a little bit long and tuck them in for security. Now I'm going to add another decorative element that my sewing machine does. Set your machine to this leaf stitch and start from the bottom. I like to add a little organic curve to my vines by moving the crown as I go. If your machine does not have this option, I recommend doing a straight stitch and either hand embroidering leaves or gluing on felt leaves. I'm also going to leave these threads long and tuck them later. Finally, it's time to make our roses. I use a technique similar to cake decorators when making my roses. I like to cut a narrow, about 1/2 inch, strip of felt and cut tiny curves into it. Then, using an old pin that's no longer usable for sewing, I will hot glue it around itself until my flower forms. At the end, if you have a little bit of bulk, it's okay to trim it off of the bottom. Add some leaves to your roses. Finally, it's time to glue your roses in place. And now your crown is done. Thank you for watching this OFS project. Have you made a birthday crown before? Let us know in the comments. Tune in next time for more sewing tutorials and helpful tips.